Hi everyone, it's Miss Coker again, and today we're going to be focusing on parent-teacher conference setups using our Bloomz app. By this point, we should be familiar with at least communicating with parents as far as doing messaging back and forth, and possibly even the behavior charts. But today I want to focus on actual conferencing, like where they sign up, not so much talking back and forth. With it being close to report card time, a lot of schools require you to meet one-on-one with your parents. So getting parents to reply and come in and sign up for a time slot can be quite taxing. So Bloomz has a great option here for you that makes it easy not just for you, but also for the parents to sign up and remind them, and it leaves less of a paper trail. So as you can see, here we're on my classroom page. I've got Miss Coker's First Grade Explorers. And these buttons should be familiar to us, feed, behavior, pictures, everything that we've used mostly. The only thing that we really need to focus on today is looking at the sign up. Now, when you go to sign-ups, you're going to notice a couple of notes here. And again, these are great. It says you can sign up for volunteer asks and parent-teacher conferences. So here you go. This is great for doing volunteers to sign up if you have a lot of Rune moms that want to come in and do things for holidays. But again, we're just focusing on conferencing. So when I'm under the sign-ups, I'm going to go to Create, and I'm going to press that one. And these should look familiar, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to scroll further down this time, and you're going to see Parent-Teacher Conference is here, and there's a red apple. So it'll be red, and there's an apple, and it's towards the bottom of your list. So what we're going to do, we're going to click on it. And that brings us to the teachers page. You can watch a video and see some of the questions that have been asked if you're a little more comfortable seeing other videos on this, or you can just kind of go through it. It's not a huge list, and see what it is yourself. I don't often change the title. If anything, I might just say Miss Coker's Parent-Teacher Conference. But you can leave this the same. It is a default. Location, even though parents know where your room usually is, sometimes you might have the other parent come in, so this might be a good place to put your room number. That's just a suggestion, or if your school has you put your conferencing in different locations, obviously this would be the place to put it. Finally, you're going to see that on the calendar, it's going to have a little mark here. And that's so that if you've utilized the calendar option on this app, that the parents will be able to see the conferences there as well. And as the teacher, you're going to see all of the parents who signed up. So that's a really good thing to have highlighted. Finally, you see here we've got dates, and this is where you would add your date. And I personally like these better because when it shows you the whole calendar, is I can just kind of scroll through, pick the days I want, and I can add more days because you can only select one at a time. So if you have conferencing on several days, this is going to be important for you to add as many days as you need. Now I'm just going to scroll down a little bit more here. You have your start time and end time, and personally I love this so that I'm not getting questions about, well, can I do this time instead? If you have a schedule you really want to stick to, make sure you put your times in there. I think oftentimes parents forget that we don't really have a long planning period in the middle of the day, and it's really hard to get a class back on track just stopping everything to meet with somebody, especially since you're not entirely sure how long something's going to take. And we're going to keep moving lower here. Break for lunch or class. You can select this if you want to give yourself a break. If you just don't want a time slot taken for like a 30-minute period, you can select this and it'll give you a break so you can get caught up maybe if you had several conferences going on. Or you just leave it blank if you know that you're going to have a couple a day and that's it. Time slot duration. This is also great. This one's always hard for me though, because ideally I would like to keep conferences to 15 minutes, but obviously some kids you might need a bit longer, so just use your good judgment here when you put how much time you want. And don't forget that whatever time you put, you might want to multiply that by the number of students, because that's how much time you're going to be dividing into your days here. So keep that in mind. And then again, this is, when it says break between, they just mean between each session of parents, that if you say somebody signs up for a 3 o'clock slot for 20 minutes, the next time slot isn't going to open for 25 minutes. So that's what this is. You can have this option, maximum signups per slot. I only want one set of parents per time slot for each kid. I would prefer not to have 2 conferences going on at once just because of confidentiality and other privacy issues that arise. And then keep signups private. This is so other parents don't see who is signing up when, because maybe there's a conflict of interest, or if this isn't a problem in your room, you can select it and it'll turn it on so that everybody can see who's going when. You can write little notes to your parents here as well, and you can also make little reminders. See, at the time of your event, your phone or your computer screen, if you have it on both, they're going to pop up for you and show you who you're meeting with and when. So I'm just going to hit done here because I don't really need any. And then when you're finished, you would just hit the next button, and here you would have all 32 time slots. Now obviously this is a bit exaggerated because I didn't do a lot of details, so just ignore that fact, but you will be able to see everything you have set up for yourself. And you would hit next, and then you would finally select who this is going to. I would select all the members of my first grade class, and you would hit done. So today we're not actually going to be doing that, but I just wanted to give you an idea. That's how you set up teacher conferences. I hope this was helpful, and good luck with your conferencing time.